Join the party on the golf course.
Back to golf in a big way. Now what, practice? Let's go hit the range.
I was like, let's go to the range.
We are headed to the golf cart. Yo, you want to golf with us? No. You don't play golf? No. Try. We got to break par.
I'm very, very excited. You excited?
Yeah.
Full Send Golf. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Andre of the Savages.
Let's think about this. I'm glad you brought this up because even in the first film, what are they doing? Apollo is trying to find somebody to help me get this show off. We're not planning on this dude winning. That's not even in the thing at all. Every now and again, I feel like somebody says F the program.
Black and White Sports. Weekdays 4 to 6 on 100.7 The Ticket. His Store and More, the Man Superstore Studios. This is 100.7 WQQO HD2 Sylvania, Toledo, a Cumulus media station.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Nick DeLuca. Upset at Roland Garros. Novak Djokovic's quest for a 25th Grand Slam ending in round 3. Brazilian teenager João Fonseca taking down the 3-time champ in 5 sets, 4-6, 4-6, 6-3, 7-5, 7-5. Temperatures reaching over 90 degrees again. Men's bracket wide open with Djokovic and Jannik Sinner both out. Carlos Alcaraz not participating in the tournament due to injury. In the NBA, the Magic are hiring Spurs assistant Sean Sweeney. The two sides finalizing a deal is spent this season as San Antonio's lead assistant will replace Jamal Mosley. Sweeney running San Antonio's defense this year, guiding an improvement from 25th to 3rd in the NBA's defensive efficiency rankings. Will stay with San Antonio through the remainder of the season. Game 7 of the Western Conference Final tomorrow night. Knicks waiting on the winner. Center Mitchell Robinson planning to play in Game 1 after having surgery on his broken right pinky finger.
Hey, it's your resident Super Bowl champ Chris Candy coming up Monday from the NBA to the NHL and everything else in between. I'll react to it all in my Upon Further Review at 7 a.m. Eastern. It's Unsportsmanlike weekday mornings at 6 right here on ESPN Radio, ESPN2, and ESPNU.
Black and White Sports is now.
No allows. We got you on file. Yep, every day you like the crocodile. All these tears, all these years, you got on the track and let out your fears. Bouncing around, jumping on the track, trying to disguise your ass is whack. Then we out here, we got your back. Hell no, these is the facts. You lost, it's a cost. You out here fronting, you not a boss. Either way, we gon' toss, and then we get to my show.
Monday through Friday.
From 4 to 6 on 100.7 The Ticket.
Saturday on ESPN Radio. It's an interleague showdown at PNC Park.
Out of here!
Byron Buxton and the Minnesota Twins face O'Neal Cruz and the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Coverage begins at 3:30 here on Toledo's home for Major League Baseball. 100.7 The Ticket.
You're listening to Black and White Sports, where there is no gray.
I mean, they're there, and trust and believe. Watch this. As much as we would like to say we don't know if we could really look seriously at the Raptors, what you do know is that Cleveland will ultimately pull a game or two away in this series by their own merit, whether it be poor decision making, where there's excessive turnovers, where they're inept from the foul line, and some other dereliction of duty that we know that the Cleveland Cavs will put on display.
Black and White Sports, weekdays from 4 to 6 on 100.7 The Ticket.
Sunday Night Baseball on ESPN Radio. Heated rivals take center stage in St. Louis.
Way back there, God! Alex Bregman!
Alex Bregman and the Chicago Cubs face Jordan Walker and the Cardinals.
Coverage begins at 6:30 here on Toledo's home for Major League Baseball. 100.7 The Ticket.
Black and White Sports is now.
Trust and believe. It's something totally different. And stop with the Eminem, because Eminem's not one of the best either. And y'all can stop that.
Dre says he's the best on the mic.
Dr. Dre is a Fed, and so is Snoop. We covered this. Everybody fool with Dre and Snoop is dead or was locked up. I don't care what Dr. Dre said.
I'm just reporting.
Dr. Dre was wearing women's shoes before it was fashionable to do it as a guy.
Toledo's sports leader, ESPN 100.7 The Ticket.
I know you're kind of busy just now, but I want to tell you some things I never told you. I know sometimes I act stupid and I say stupid things, but you kept me around, and other people would have said, drop that bum. You give me respect. You know, it's hard for me to say these kind of things because that ain't my way. But if I could just unzip myself and step out and be someone else, I want to be you. You're real hot.
If the papers knew we were talking like this, they'd think we was crazy. Why you?
Because I'm the best and you need somebody to teach you differently. You may not understand what I'm talking about now. I can appreciate that, but you will when it's over. Believe me. You will when it's over. You think I don't have any more?
You got nothing more to prove, do you?
Look, man, this is the opportunity of a lifetime.
I got a lot of more. I got a lot of more. Come on. Here we go again.
And we wish to show the American press a small portion of the advances.
What does all this do to enhance performance?
It makes a man a better man. A great athlete, a super athlete. Though most of the world is ignorant. It's showtime! It's showtime! Come on. We wish to educate your country.
In great spirits tonight. He's really putting on a show for this capacity crowd.
Shall we have a demonstration?
Please do.
As you can see, the result's quite obvious. Whatever he hits, he destroys.
Now you're gonna have to go through hell. Worse than any nightmare that you ever dreamed. But in the end,
Let's begin. However you may be listening, whatever you may be into, we appreciate you making us a part of your situation. Let's finish it strong. It's a Friday, and what a lovely day. So many things to say in a lovely way. I would begin with this. Josh Burnham says he has, or you know what? We have issues with people who got issues. Is that an issue?
It's definitely an issue last I heard.
So there we go. Good day. What's going on, Josh Burnham? Everybody, Glass City. Fastest buck 20 in sports underway. We call it Black and White Sports on, like I said, a lovely day. My name is Andre, by the way. What's up, man? How are you doing?
It's a lovely day.
Get down here.
As Bill Withers would say.
I don't like my setup. I don't know what's going on right now on the, you see what's happening, Josh. Yep. There we go. So, wait, I had it. Okay, bam. And then bing. So there we go. I got the adjustment. There's a visual component to this, ladies and gentlemen, in case it's your first time with us. We do it on the Facebook Live. There's a stream thing happening. We actually have an app. There's a Savvy Television app. You can download that too. App Store, Google Play, etc. But of course, on Facebook, which is where there are a lot of people, along with the general counsel at Black White Sports. So we got you there. We think we had it could be a herk and jerk day. I see Josh is tussling. Something's happening there. This is why, if you ever had to just jump to the app, this is the point.
Yeah.
And soon we're going to just move all the people off of this, but it's a slow roll. We're going to have to do it slow. You know how it is because everybody's already over here, but that's kind of the point. This kind of nonsense that we got going on with the Black and White page on one hand as we get in here today. Fun to be saying that. But of course, YouTube, Savvy Television, plug in there as well. And of course, I think the ticket page might be live too. Josh might be rocking that. So
yeah, I think one of your meta pages is playing tricks on you.
It could be, Josh, but that's what I'm saying. That's why we got to get off of this flukery.
Yeah.
I don't want, that's a word I got another word, Josh, that we can't,
And there's a wise man that once said, Facebook is fleeting, but YouTube is forever.
Well, yeah, something. But yeah, it's flukery going on. Okay, we'll leave that. You don't have to put that one back, Josh. See, but you see, we have something that is again, it's working against us. And this is why people should probably stop loading and super loading and doubling down on loading all of your content of your life on that bull crap. For real. You might. This is exactly why. But it's not. I mean, I'm just saying it can't get me. But ultimately, because, it comes right to the filter and it's at the hub, we saved them all. But still, it's a pain in the ass, like for real, stuff like this. All right, 877-909-1007. Who you got for the game? Just tell me that. We got the whole 2 hours. So if we do, we may just kill the number from here. This show may end the phone call forever.
Yeah,
if today in 2 hours, by the way, we're here 4 to 6. Again, for the newbie, we do it Monday through Friday. We're here till 6. We're going to try to close it strong. It's been an interesting week. I don't know if it's our best one. I don't know. I certainly wouldn't say it was our worst, but it had a.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. It had a.
We had our moments. I mean, we had our high points.
Yeah, and the low ones. But with that, the idea is to look into the stars, Josh. You look up to the sky. That's what they say.
That is true.
Like you said, let's not have the issues with those people that we have issues with because they have issues, and we have issues with people who have the issues.
And that's an issue.
Exactly. But just to be clear, who you got? Game 7 is tomorrow. We won't be with you, so let's do it. 877-909-1007. Text it. I mean, you don't have to call. But I mean, some of you like to call. You like to know what I mean? But we're doing it today because I'm coming right in here to talk about Victor Durant. Did everybody see Victor Durant last night?
What he's up to this
Victor
time.
Durant. No, Josh, are you sometimes I think you do it on purpose. You're playing. Because you're ultra scientist mode. Josh, stop acting like you're not plugged. It's Victor Durant. Okay, Victor.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But it's like, Durant. The threes. Did you see the game?
Yeah, I saw it.
Victor Durant.
Yes, he is.
Bomberinis. But you know what? The whole thing about that, I can imagine. I'm going to talk to Monty Features here in a minute. I believe the fellas might sashay through here today on a everybody, whole family play today. Could be that. I don't want to go promising that, but I hope so because we got to go back. Now quick sidebar, but in the headline, the Jackson Dart. The Jackson Dart, the Abdul Carter, I'm kind of catching up. I didn't really, I really didn't. I did not plug in on that at all. But I don't know if this is cool. It certainly could have spared us all the time consumption. That's going to be that really is the final analysis. But as a sidebar, that's in here today. We got to go back to it. These boys were commenting. But again, Victor Durant, and just when you thought it was going to maybe not be shady, the NBA doesn't let me down with the Mitchell Robinson. Lord have mercy. Here we go with this. Now, this is the only problem in what can happen with being positioned at this time of the day with a show like this. It's because at first when I'm writing the show and we're doing that, Mitchell Robinson was a broken finger. Okay, so by the time we hit the air, because I had a whole shtick, I was ready. I was prepared to deal with that because, see, at that time, it was a bettor's tip. It was a distraction for betting the Knicks. I just want to be clear. Now, I don't know that I've changed it because it's just enough of a humdrum of some nonsensical tabernacle that I might stick to the train of thought. So here's the deal. Updates have us realizing Mitchell Robinson, New York Knicks, power forward. You say this isn't somebody we hear about all the time. No, it's not. On the surface, he seems relatively immaterial to all outcomes, certainly when you think about the timing of an NBA final. But the thing is, he's actually ultra vital, as my dissectories have presented to me, and now I have a deducement through this. But let me go back before the surgery. There's a surgery that has happened. I think it has already happened. And he's going to play game 1 of the NBA Finals, which would be next week, Wednesday. But it's a storyline, less of one when you get the surgery, but it isn't, though, because the thing is, one thing that it indicates, and this is where I was going when we had the broken finger only. It's because, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, the NBA not necessarily going to reveal where we're headed with the narrative, drama, or directional component of outcomes. The Spurs are coming. And they know if you realize that the Knicks are somehow undermanned, depleted, inept, unable to be considered at full strength.
No.
It would be a problem dealing with this monster because, see, it could because versus OKC, let me please allow me to work. Because I can hear you hating. 877-909-1007. If you make an announcement like that at this time, Knicks have had no adverse information flow. Nothing has happened to intercede, impede a damn thing. And it looks like everyone's going to bet like that. Just because it's the new. So, what I'm trying to help you understand here is a tidbit like this. Back to why is Mitchell Robinson vital? Well, here's a fact that I don't give any F's, if you feel me or not, because the fact is the average NBA line, it's okay. Go search, is roughly 5.5. Josh, let me say it again. The average NBA line, throughout the season and often in these playoffs. And that's not to say it was exactly that this postseason, but on a per average consideration. Do you follow this?
Yeah, 5.5.
Okay, Josh, guess how many points Mitchell Robinson averages?
I'm guessing it's 5.5.
I'll be damned. See how smart? I knew he's intelligent, elegant. Josh. Guess how many rebounds he averages, Josh, just for kicks and chicks?
Let me guess. It's 5.5.
Ain't that a itch? Mitchell Robinson's finger is broken, everyone. There was a surgery today. A discussion moving forward. It's Black and White Sports, everybody. It's a Friday. We're chilling, and there's some other things, too. We got some items that we'll roll back on, roll forward. We have bets to make here. It's a strong weekend. You're tonight with this elimination. It's fishing night again. Canadians looking at death. That's happening. We got a couple, I think, strong ones. MLB, I feel like, I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and let it fly and see what happens. I'm not afraid of you people at all. and the W. I think I smell something very funky in the W tonight. I think there's a trend, and we might be able to go all the way bonk silly on the ladies' side. So there's that. Let's break, come back, add impress, and then we move forward. Are we ringing the bell too, Josh? It's a Friday. We must say Butler.
Let's see.
We gotta say Butler. You know it's a Friday. He's doing it.
Yeah, it's all about the Butler, and we got a very little bell segment.
Well, we'll say it now. Anyway, we'll come back and say it again. Okay? Ring the bell. When we come back, it's brought to you by our man, Anthony Butler. He is the master barber and stylist, ladies. Okay? But you'll hear all about that. We'll come back in a second. It's early. It's black and white. Like I said, it's Friday. We're chilling, but we're going to finish strong. Sit tight.
When the game ends, the real talk begins. Black and white sports with Andre of the Savages. ESPN 100.7 The Ticket. ESPN 100.7 right now, traffic.
Report an accident on the Turnpike eastbound just after 75. Also, for 75 southbound at 24, closed again all weekend. That's your Cumulus Toledo. Right now, traffic.
Hey, it's Denny Schaefer, and let's talk cigars. I got two spots for you. First, North Coast Cigar in Port Clinton. It's basically your living room away from home. Grab a comfy seat, a beverage, light up, and catch the big game. Around here, relaxation isn't optional. It's expected. Just minutes from Lake Erie. North Coast Cigar is your perfect escape. Ask about joining their new private lounge opening this summer. Member access 24/7, 365. Kitchenette, large flat screen TVs. Also, annual memberships are packed with perks. Then there's Havana Cigar Outlet in Norwalk, the warmest cigar lounge in Northern Ohio. We're talking a huge public lounge, plus a beautiful private lounge with two massive 70-inch TVs, open 24/7, 365, plus annual memberships packed with perks. Try out their Great Lakes cigar, made in Nicaragua and only available at Havana Cigar Outlet, North Coast Cigar, and the Cigar Affair in Maumee. Go ahead, light up at your new favorite spot, North Coast Cigar in Port Clinton or Havana Cigar Outlet in Norwalk.
I chose Shell, a company of honesty and integrity. I would definitely recommend Shalgo as the first choice for anyone looking for a new roof. Something that sets them apart from other roofing companies is they're very straightforward, they're honest, they make you feel comfortable. They really have the customer's interest forefront. And I would recommend them.
Call Shalgo Roofing, 419-691-9641.
Weather from the Jumai Toyota Weather Center.
Drive away in your new Toyota today at Jumai Toyota. Central Avenue Strip, right car, right price, right now.
Clear skies and comfortable tonight. Winds will be picking up by sunrise with low temperatures in the mid-50s. Bright sunshine for tomorrow, but a cooler day. Temperatures along the lakeshore near 60. Inland areas only in the upper 60s. And the sunshine back for Sunday, mid-70s. From the 13 First Alert Weather Center, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jay Burschback.
Here's a great way to save money on your prescription medications. If you take Viagra or Cialis, we can give you a way to pay as little as $2 a pill. Compare that to prices as high as $60 per tablet. Call now with your prescription and pay as little as $2 a pill. We offer 24/7 service and always free delivery and confidential packaging. Call Pharmacy Shop 24/7 to get generic versions of Viagra or Cialis for as little as $2 a pill, plus free discreet shipping.
America's birthday is here.
Whether you're an active person that wants extra supplemental movement, maybe you want to keep your legs active while you work, or you wish to support your therapy at home, or you just want to build strength, increase your mobility, flexibility, and boost your circulation, Ellipse was made for you. Power-assisted exercise that frees your mind to enjoy your favorite seated activities. Just plug it in, place your feet, select your speed, and relax. Ellipse does all the work for you. Call now and order Ellipse.
And save big. But don't wait, because this red, white, and blue deal ends July 5th. Offer excludes tobacco products. No other discounts apply. Celebrate freedom and
The future of the LPGA at the Greater Toledo Classic, presented by proud partners First Solar and McDonald's Restaurants. Celebrating 42 years of women's professional golf in Northwest Ohio, this event showcases the rising stars of the Epson Tour. Like defending champion and Ohio native Mia Hammond returns to defend her title. And it's all for a great cause, supporting local children's charities. The Greater Toledo Classic, July 16th to the 19th at Highland Meadows. Visit ToledoClassic.com for details.
Black and White Sports.
Obafemi, Brock Lesnar, about 600 pounds of meat just going at each other on WrestleMania. Obafemi, WrestleMania is really about...
You're listening to Black and White Sports, where there is no gray.
Yo, we're just trying to finish it strong. It's a Friday. It's Black and White Sports. We appreciate you. Glass City, get on in here. Southeast Michigan is a part of it. BG, what's the word? Finley, Monroe. Exit 11 for show. Bing. So, listen, we get back in here, and last night, like I said, we got to get to work on this. But it's hard to do a big, dance with the conversation, only because, we got the 3-3. And so you have the heightened level of drama that Game 7 provides. But with that, 877-909-1007, text us something. Who you got? Who you got Game 7? As a matter of fact, add the over-under to that. That's just for your boy. 212.5 is where we got the number sitting right now. But yeah, what do you think? Is it... Because here's what the question ends up being as we get set for a moment in time, because it's exactly what it is. This is why I like it. And really, I don't know if you can get a fun of it, and you can get a loving spirit of it, and you might even get that it ends up being a classic if you're a casualist with respect to the basketball contingent. But if you are an actual hooper, though, like if you're a ball player, it's a joyous day tomorrow when this goes down, right? Because, again, it's the obvious. I'm not even doing a news flash play right now. You got the MVP. It's really the MVP day is who is it really. How you can have the fight too, and the judges say it's split. Matter of fact, it's another Rocky moment because many of you think he won in the first fight. He didn't even win. But it was the fact that it was a split decision, and somebody in that mother thought Rocky won the damn fight. Right? Somebody thought it. The other two say Apollo, and probably one of those people was on the payroll, if you know like I know. But having said that, the people and the paper says SGA and all of this. And really, even if you want to argue about a defensive strategy and this and battery glattery, whatever, it's not mattery. You know why? Because it's been a 4-game stretch of under 40% shooting. That, first of all, is not MVP-like. That game last night is not MVP-like when we said, is this the moment where I solidify and I make it clear I go in and get these boys off the doggone deck. Now I got to defend my house. They could come in here and take the food. What if they wear the black? And they come in here looking like the old man. What if? Yeah, it's going to, I think it is if. But now you can sell it, and I'll still give credit to the idea that he might pull a game 70. And if you're that guy, you still have an opportunity here to be that man. As I said, a moment in time when you have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Victor Wembanyama, and we are having a MVP square off because the baddest man is going to New York to see them boys. New York, we're coming. Who is ready to, and again, it couldn't be more appropriate. You should salute the NBA for as fluke dukery as this all has been. Let us salute those people. All right. We back in here, man. Let me get my man. Oh, first of all, hold on. We're going to ring the bell too, right? Hold on. But first, let's introduce Monty. He's there chilling. He's right there. He's chilling. He's chilling with us. Impress what's going on. These Monty features everybody. Low post thread around here. All right.
What's up, sir? How's it going?
Oh, man, you got it, man. Listen, let me go ahead, man. Have a word real quick. We're going to ring the bell in a minute. We're going to come back and delve. But, I want you to, walk on in, man. Have a comment to the people. Your thoughts, your teasery thoughts on last night, man. And what you kind of saw, what we talked about, man. The big fella and all of that went off. And that boy wore the shaman. He came in with the shaman. That's what I said. Shaman on.
Hey, man, there's no greater feat in sports than the Game 7, man. And you got the MVP and defending champion going up against the alien and his boys. So
I want the crown, the challenger, the Clubber Lang of it.
Right,
It's a beautiful thing. It's such a beautiful thing.
Yeah, so it's going down, man.
Yeah, you got it. You love it. I'm sorry, man. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
No. I was gonna say I'll wait to tell you what my pick is and what my drawback is.
Okay, perfect place to snap right there. Bookmark. All right, Josh, let's roll. Okay, Anthony Butler, ladies and gentlemen, brings you Ring the Bell, and it is a Friday, like we always tell you. Get your grooming in order now, because don't get out here looking crazy because you're constantly taking a damn picture somewhere and trying to post it as fast as you possibly can. So, because we know this, why don't you call him and make sure you look right? And the thing about this is not just you, fellas. That's easy work. Where the complicatory demonstratories go is where the ladies come in. And that's the stylist. Ladies, 419-407-0880.
Want to ring the bell?
All right. Ding, ding.
As we ring the bell on this Friday, we're going to try to finish it strong here as well for our man, Anthony Butler, the master barber and stylist. Ladies know how he does it. Lets it go. What? The haircut flow. Or he can style you and get you ready. Whoa. Night looking all cute. Yep. Your man out here in a suit. Why? Pocket full of lube. Yeah. What we going to do? Toot. Hey. All right, let's go. Josh, I like when you play this. You always get me. Let's go, man. What we got? Tigers lost. We knew it.
Yeah, that was.
And then goes, here's the thing. Oh, bing, reminder. Today, White Sox. This is my early play for everybody because it might be on. I don't know. Sometimes they get these baseball games off on me before I can get done with the show. And they got us yesterday, but I told you I was into a 2-game parlay. We ended up, that worked out too, by the way. I think it ended up like 7-8 or something last night. I jumped out before the Montreal, Josh, tonight. I didn't even want to take it to today. I needed a booster. I need a booster. I had some issues. I need a booster. I had to real quick.
Booster portfolio.
Yeah, just a little bit. So today, White Sox. Why? Doesn't matter what the Tigers are doing. The Tigers might not win this month, or at least for the next month, several weeks. This week, next week, and the subsequent after, up until maybe mid-June. Keep that in mind. Bettors alert. Okay, I'm sorry. 7-1 was the final. Moving on.
Moving right along, the Mud Hens took the L.
Oh, well, there's that. Okay, we back to this 10-3. Ooh, smoker. This was here?
Yeah.
Was this here?
At Fifth Third, yes.
Oh, man. They had these jerseys. That looks like it's fine. You know what's wrong with that, though? I don't like the light. What is that, a feather? Or is the mud in? That's a feather, not a lightning bolt.
Yes.
That's a feather. Oh, don't do that. That's not good. That's feather. Because that's not even wings. It's like one little feather makes it. That's weak. What you going to do? You can't fly with that. We can't do that. We can't even quack with that. You know what I'm saying? What you going to do with one feather? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't flare out. It's not like a wing. It's no hawk to that. You need a hawk. You're going to let the wing. It's none of that. You know what I'm saying? It's more like, You see what I'm saying? It's not. It's a winged, and it's nothing. That's why it's janky.
Yeah, I was wondering if anyone ever seen an actual mud hen fly.
And I don't. There you have it. Bing. Take that off. Quit trying to. Matter of fact, hold on. Get us on the damn camera. Because mud hens, listen, let these boys here, because we downtown, they might be driving. And it's a good chance sometimes the radio could just get stuck. Not that you was looking for us, but look, man, gift shop. Get this out of here. This is a bad look. This is a bad look. We're not going to win in this. I bet you if there's a record check, we can check on checking. That shirt they wore last night, Monty. You see that little weak ass wing? Yeah, that was a feather. That ain't even a wing. Like feather they had on the sleeve. Okay. So now you're taking your arm power off. Now remember, we already got pitching woes, so we don't need nothing weakening the arm. Let's just say, not the fielders, not the mound. First of all, that's the number one thing to consider. Then this is what I was trying to get to, though. Hey, gift shop, team store, marketing people, whoever thought that was cute. That is ugly. Get it out of the store and don't let the team wear that. You know the team felt stupid as hell wearing that.
Immediately,
and they got their ass whooped. It's one thing, we gonna lose most of the time, but usually we lose like men. The game's close. You're gonna have to earn it. 10-3 is a slap day. That means people are scampering around the base paths, Monty. Laughing and giggling. Like, what's that? Look at the mud hens. Look what they got on, fellas. They talking to you from the dugout. You damn panties. That's what they calling you guys. You got your feather, the feather flock. Hey, it's the Toledo feather flock. That's what they call it. You know, you're going to lose 10-3.
Yeah, that's why they call it the minor leagues. You can get away with that down there, but you can't get away with it in the majors.
You might as well put Brewster on the team. Him and John Candy. Rest in power, John. It's crazy. Wearing that. Brewster wouldn't even bought that. But that's what he did kind of buy that. Soon as Brewster tried to change the uniform, he should have left the boy, the hack and sack Bulls. He should have left their great looks. Here he comes with this Chicago Cub knockoff. Food with and that boy had his satin, Monty. You ever seen Brewster's millions?
Yes, sir. He was trying to get that, but he was trying to get that money off.
He's trying to recreate it. But that's the part of us all, though. We can get all the money in the world, and you can't get the dream. If you didn't get the dream, you can't recreate it. You know what I'm saying? That's LeBron problem. He be trying to recreate the dream, and it was over as soon as you did a decision. You killed it. Then it was done. Oh, Lord, it's too much in here. But Brewster had them satins on. He had the satin sheens. Hey, they didn't want to win. They knew that. We supposed to play the Yankees in this? You want us to F with the Yankees? Is Wade Boggs and these boys in Boston going to be also in the crowd to watch this? Oh, that was rough. I'm sorry, everybody. The Mud Hens shouldn't have worn that. And finally, the Mud Hens have no business trying to look cute.
No.
At all. Can we just wear the standard issue?
Yeah, I did tickling each other with that feather.
Yeah, you can't, Josh, there's a correlation there, though. Don't get cute. That's what winning teams do.
Problem is Toledo and baseball and winning, they just don't go together often.
Man, but shots out Glass City because we love them. Mud Hens, we love you. This is love. See, you'll treat me foul and let these other people come and smile and look at you, and they're giggling. Everybody in the world's laughing. Your children are laughing. He's like, why is Dad wearing that? Do they have the Toys R Us version? No, dear. No, he's got to work, and they do that, dear. It's part of the job. Don't blame Dad. Unbelievable. All right, Monty. So, look, let's get back to the talk. Last night, man, Victor Durant. Let me get back to my man, Victor Durant, though, because he was going, hey, look. But I don't, listen, can I say this part? Because I said, this is where I feel like Monty's going to say to me, yep, that's cool, but I don't like when he's doing that because I didn't like him doing that. I like him coming out, getting into the game because it gets your adrenaline right, especially when you can hit your first shot and it's like not a layup or something. It's just something about that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know you know what it is. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I give him that. I was glad to see that, especially because I think I might have had him for like a 3 or 2, or at least I might have had him for 4 points in the first quarter, you know, all this kind of stuff. So I was very thrilled to see him come out like that. But at the same time, I get worried because I'm like, okay, are we going to stay with that? But again, 11 points, in the first. Again, 28, 10, and 3 on the night, but 22 in the first half on 9 of 16 is just impressive. It lets you know I was chilling in the second. I didn't have to work, you know what I mean, second half. But I didn't know how to receive maybe the jumper thing. I just get worried when it's weird because when it's going, he's going to keep doing it. And I'm like you and other people. I just wish he would go down there and go ahead and growl on the people. That's all.
Right. So I don't mind it from him, just because he's him, right? I'm still going with the double bubble that I called yesterday, right? I just thought that the NBA
odyssey right now.
I thought the NBA was scripted a little bit closer, the final score to give some people, but not. So it makes me think that now they want everybody to be like, oh, it was a blowout, so the Spurs is gonna walk in and annihilate them. You know what I mean? I thought they would make it a closer game so it'd be a real pick 'em. But I'm gonna stick with my double bubble, man. I believe that the boy is coming to take the crown. He feels like you got my MVP, so I'm taking your championship.
Yeah, I'm in your season. Right. I'm gonna end your season. Go ahead and take a vacation. I'll see you guys next year. And here's what we're making very little of: rematch of the LeBron James tournament cup in the middle of the season. This is a rematch of this.
Yeah.
And even then, I think the Knicks won that.
Yeah.
So I was really leaning toward the idea because I was gonna say Knicks. I still think win this thing ultimately, but now I didn't know because I didn't want my heart Spurs. I want to see Wemby take it over. I don't care. I love it because I think this is a beautiful thing simply because of the young man's attitude. I mean, the skills and everything else we're getting. And by the way, I just want to be clear too on my comment just a moment ago with the jumpers. I don't have a problem with it. I just worry sometimes, are we going to stay with it? Because I just think he should dog these guys. I don't care if it's Hardenstein, Martinstein, because Chet, forget him, whoever else, Dort, bring them all, whoever you got that's supposed to be able to impose me. I just wish I think, you know what I mean, I think I'm going to get that. I think that's what I'm going to get tomorrow. I think I'm not going to get Dr. Threes, and I'm not, I think I'm going to get mean. I'm not messing with these boys. Now, Monty, I don't know if like you said, with the blowout thing, and would it create more of an attitude with the pick 'em? I still think you're getting a pick 'em because I think people are believing, even though SGA 15 points, people 6 of 18, 0-4 3-point shots. This is a defensory sort of clinic thing that's happening too. And I wonder how much is really being made of that part. But with that said, I still think that the real SGA will show up because right now I can't put him in a Hakeem, MJ, Kobe, Magic thing, none of that. Larry, I can't right now. I'm not able to do that.
Right.
Because we're in this type of situation. And even still, Monty, I'm talking about bad games included. We're not going to act like MJ shot incredible all the time. We damn sure know for sure Kobe didn't. Efficiency was not his claim to fame. Okay. Right. But moments like when you're kind of daring me or you think that I won't come in here and silence this building with the joy more so than winning at home.
Right.
And so I think you got that on the table. People will bet that, Monty. My point is saying all that. People will bet that. The other people still will say to themselves, no matter what this boy is showing you, that they think he's going to crack. And what's crazier to me, they think the Spurs others are going to crack faster than the OKC boys. And I don't believe that. That's my thing. I think the OKC boys are the sham nation. That's me.
Hey, and the people that you said, they'll have a bad game. It's very unlikely that they would have a bad series, and he's not having a good series at all.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be able to say these things. It's ridiculous. And then I don't care what we're doing. I don't care where we're playing. And I don't care what we trying to sell. I don't care if we script it, whatever we're doing and whatever narrative you put to anything. And if you just believe it and we straight up and we're hooping. At this level, anytime I'm 20-0 is my run in the third. Right. That's the third. I don't want to hear that, man. That's cool. Let's get it on. Let's get it on tomorrow. We'll do that, though. Let's come back.
Yes,
it's black and white. It's a Friday. Like I say, we're just trying to finish it strong, people. That's all it is. All right? We got to get out of here for the weekend. Game 7. Tomorrow. Hit me with it. 877-909-1007. You can text it. It's fine.
Want wagers that win? Weekdays will walk you to the window. Tune into Best Bets on Black and White Sports, 4 to 6 p.m. on ESPN 100.7 The Ticket. ESPN 100.7 right now, traffic.
Report of an accident on the Turnpike eastbound just after 75. Also, 475 southbound at 24, closed again all weekend. That's your Cumulus Toledo right now traffic.
This report is sponsored by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
You think a ticket for not wearing your seatbelt is the worst that could happen until you get in a crash. Suddenly, a ticket doesn't seem so bad. Click it or ticket. Paid for by NHTSA.
This hour is brought to you by Dunn Chevrolet. Want to know the best way to make a new vehicle affordable? Lease it. When you lease, you get a new vehicle every 2 to 3 years. You're always under warranty, and your payments and maintenance costs are lower. Find yours at DunnChevy.com. Together, let's drive.
Looking for a good deal? Mama Mary's Pizza will give you 20% off any online order when you use the promo code BUCK20. That's BUCK and the number 20. We know sometimes you're just too tired to make dinner. Mama Mary's Pizza makes it easy. And easy on your wallet. There's something for mom, dad, and the kids. New York style, authentic, thin crust pizza, salads, subs, pastas, and more. Get 20% off at MamaMarysPizza.com. Just click menu, then deals, then $1.20. Mama Mary's Pizza in Holland on Airport and Holloway.
on May 20th, 2026, involving officers interacting with juveniles on a subject stop. This release is intended to provide additional information and transparency regarding the officers' interaction. This incident is under investigation and will be reviewed by the Internal Affairs Bureau for adherence.
invitation to play at White Pines Golf Course. White Pines has 5 ponds, 1,000 pines, and is rated the 7th best golf course in the Toledo area by Toledo Blade Readers. Come play, or better yet, become a member and enjoy the fun. Either way, come enjoy all-you-can-play golf with the card for only $21 after 1 p.m. Monday through Friday, or $26 after 2 p.m. on weekends. Or sign up for a league, male, female, or mixed. White Pines Golf Course, 419-875-5535. Simply great golf.
Oak Harbor Golf Club, a scenic 18-hole championship course built on the banks of the Portage River, has been a premier golf facility since 1964, and they're now under new management. From work gatherings to bachelor parties, you can find your next tee time today at oakharborgolfclub.com.
You're listening to Black and White Sports, where there is no gray.
Final time. Final. That's straight. That sounded crazy. Final time, hour 1 on this Finish Strong Friday. That was not a Finish Strong moment. But yeah, what are we doing, people? 877-909-1007. Who you got tomorrow? Game 7. We like it. Excited, but this one has some writings on the wall of something extravagant here. Whoa, that's not an instrumental. What is he doing? Lord have mercy. We'll be going off soon. Facebook will be shutting down the broadcast.
That is says it is an instrumental. For some reason, it's
well, he was singing. Stop those people. But even though I like where it's at, that's my hookup. I wasn't mad at,
Yeah.
But Josh, what it is.
I think they'll let you play at least 30 seconds before they cut you off.
Crazy, man. We don't trust these clowns at all. It's a sham. I'm telling you, it's a sinister operation, Josh. Just know.
I mean, does Zuckerberg need any more millions
I don't
or
know
anything like
about
that?
Zuckerberg, Josh. It's a lot of people that operate a machine. You got to stop listening to people talk around you, like on the news and stuff, because that's what that remark sounded like, Zuckerberg. Okay. Now, back to the basketball game and all of that. So, yeah, Monty, listen. Here we have a situation tomorrow where we have a very, again, we got a moment here. We got a moment and high stakes. And everything that we ask for. And so, again, let me go to these comments too, because the people was going off about them, especially at the on our way out of here first hour. Shout out Rick, Finney, Hightower, of course. Who was this? Rick said Vic played this stuff. Yep, absolutely. Let's see. Oh, he was talking about that's what got me, Rick. Rick said Mitchell Robinson. He said he can't shoot. Anyway, he couldn't shoot before the broken finger. It might help him. But it's just the kind of thing. The thing is, I was there, and by the way, if everybody just kind of came in, the Mitchell Robinson thing is probably what we should say. And so, Monty, I don't know if you heard me talk about that. At what point you had got into the backstage situation.
Yeah, I heard it.
But, you know what I mean? That's exactly. And once I saw his averages, and because I'm the find and some of the investigation has to go toward mathematical probabilities. This is what you kind of got to seek out more than certain individuals. But then you get to the consideration of who are you talking about. And Mitchell Robinson is one of those guys that there'll be a game or two that, whether it be defense, rebounds, whatever, and anything he gives you in the point department is usually always an extra bonus. Whatever the Knicks are doing, you know what I mean? And if you find them winning and he had a good game for him, that 10, 11, 12, and 6 rebounds is a game decider. Right. And anything hovering around these 5 points, 5 rebounds, that's a tool that can be employed with the spreads and with the lines throughout the series. That's a guy, somebody, a consideration that's going to be there the rest of the series. There'll be something about a hand. Now, if he plays good, the Knicks get anything out of him, like I said, he can still rebound. All the rest of this, they told you about some kind of emergency surgery that has happened. You can't even get an appointment nowhere at damn ProMedica these days that damn fast for a surgery. They don't give a damn who you are. Okay,
Mitchell Robinson is like it's payday and you about to go pick up your check and then you find an extra $5 in your pocket.
Yeah, you
Oh,
find an
man.
extra $5. Oh, absolutely, he has, and it's all good. NBA, it's cool. Is this what we're doing? Let's do it. But I have to inform our listener, viewer, of the game we're playing here. But that's exactly the type of information that'll constantly sway it, especially if he has an impact, because I don't think anybody will expect him to do much. You never know. Now, if all of a sudden he's out here in game one playing a lot, because again, if they're playing the Spurs, and they would have to be, because that makes a considerable difference if it's the Spurs. It's not that
Right.
it doesn't if it's OKC, but I think the Knicks can probably the matchups. I feel like they work certainly more in the Knicks' favor. Now, in no scenario can you have Cat Towns with all this foul trouble that goes on, because
Oh,
that's
yeah.
probably another thing that I might mention. And that's something that isn't crazy to throw into the equation. But nonetheless, this is why a guy like that is very important, because there are minutes that he would play that could be decisive. And again, most people aren't paying attention to that on that scale. But I think all of this is just very too much. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? From the finger being broke this morning to now, it's okay now. You know what I mean? And I would love to see what sort of inspired this sudden turnaround and them having to fix Mitchell Robinson's hand. You can't have Mitchell Robinson chilling on the sidelines. Okay, we just don't have Mitchell Robinson. What does that have to do with the guys that are getting ready to, you know what I mean? So,
Right.
I again, do what you want, people, with that. But at the same time, I'm thinking that we're having a Spurs Knicks series. That is why that stuff is vital, and it will come back around. You can look forward to that. Okay, so there you go. But again, that would mean that you might want to be careful with that OKC look. And I just think people believe in that. They still believe in those other guys, man. And I know my man with the hamstring, he probably shouldn't have went at all. But once again, what did I think, I don't know if I said it in the group chat. I hope I said it on the show, because I really could have went arrogant. My entire commentary yesterday was bullseye accurate on
Right.
this game and how I was going to go, even the pulling away in the third. Like, I had the words. I was like, nah, don't do that. That's overkill. But it will be a commercial.
Right.
Don't you worry. It's going to be a promo. But that whole description on how this San Antonio thing would fly and how that would go off. But my man Williams is, again, once they say if he's playing, and I knew he's playing, I'm like, give me the Spurs anyway. I'm not worried about it now. Some people will hear that and they over expect. That's
Right.
all. You know what I mean? And again, but he's not right. I don't think he's right, though. I don't know if you're going to still, I would imagine he'll probably still be out there, and maybe it'll look a little better, after a day or two, you know what I'm saying, and getting that, because you can't necessarily have him out there, people playing defense for their life.
Right. He better not try to jump on a Wimby oop or something. Oh,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But just being out there, the pace, man, you know what I'm saying? Just at this point of a series and where these guys are in their minds, in the physical, everything that's going on out there, and then you just kind of jump back in, you trying to rev up, plus you stiff and kind of not really, so all of that. I just thought
yeah.
that was weird. That was weird. I'm not getting ready to sit up, but see, that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. It's stuff like that. I'm not going to sit on this show and say, well, I don't understand why the coach would really put him in and do all that.
You know
No.
exactly why.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing here. Now you can go watch Sports Center, do all of that, watch First Take, do all of that, because that's what they do, is try to explain nonsense that doesn't make any sense. Jalen Williams being in the game at all for no reason.
Right.
And something, and then at one point I remember them boys saying something about 3-minute increments. You ever played in a game they had you running for 3 minutes on the, you know what I'm saying, on the pool butt plan? That's the pool butt plan.
Yeah, nah.
The coach throw you in for 3 and then yank you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, nah, coach, go ahead. Go.
Sorry. I'm cool,
Just
Coach,
start
go ahead.
sweating in 3 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. So, I didn't like any of that. All that stuff just was crazy, man. All right, what you got going this weekend, sir? Anything? It's
Graduation party that I said I wasn't gonna do, but it's that season.
Yeah, gotta go get the paper, man. You
I doubt.
love the kids, man. All right, no doubt, man. Well, enjoy your weekend, brother. Be safe.
Yes, sir.
Enjoy the game, man. Monty we got the Spurs, everybody. It was a 2-game
sir.
frame, so we're gonna give him credit again on Monday for having these. He set you up. You should have taken the word from the man.
Yeah, double bubble.
There it is. All right, and that'll be us too on the second side of ours. All right. 5:05, everybody. Black and White Sports on this. Finish strong Friday. A few other things to do. And I got to come back and revisit the Mule. Different twist. And had I known, right? I would have definitely changed the tune on how we discuss that. Sad Man will be around for that later. NHL talk, do or die tonight, Canadians, Hurricanes, much more. And the bets. It's a Friday. 5:05.
His Store and More, the Man Superstore Studios. This is 100.7 WQQO HD2 Sylvania, Toledo, a Cumulus Media station.
Whether you're an active person.
Pizza will give you 20% off any online order when you use the promo code BUCK20. That's BUCK and the number 20. We know sometimes you're just too tired to make dinner. Mama Mary's Pizza makes it easy. And easy on your wallet. There's something for mom, dad, and the kids. New York style, authentic, thin crust pizza, salads, subs, pastas, and more. Get 20% off at MamaMarysPizza.com. Just click menu, then deals, then $1.20. Mama Mary's Pizza in Holland on Airport and Hollywood.
And get started on your next success. No application fee if you apply by June 1st. Learn more at umgc.edu. That's umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Shell.
Saturday on ESPN Radio. It's an interleague showdown at PNC Park. Out of here! Byron Buxton and the Minnesota Twins face O'Neal Cruz and the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Coverage begins at 3:30 here on Toledo's home for Major League Baseball. 100.7, The Ticket.
Black and White Sports.
nobody down. And to talk about the gays, I'm not against gay people.
I get it now, though.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say something that's very important.
Okay.
Before I used to talk about transgender or whatever, but in actuality, I think it's brilliant what they've done.
How?
Meaning, for you to develop in your mind that you're something that you're not and actually go through with it, it's damn it powerful.
Okay.
It's powerful to me because it tells me you could have been anything you wanted to be if you put your mind to it.
Okay. Wow.
You could have been anything.
Okay.
You could have been anything. That's all I'm saying. And it's not to hurt nobody. It's not, this just.
You're listening to Black and White Sports, where there is no gray.
Hour number 2 around here, fastest $1.20 in sports. Welcome back in here. It's a beautiful day. It's a Friday. We crazy. All right, we finishing strong. Thank you guys for being here. Funk, uptown got the funk. East, west, north side got the funk. LA got the funk. Lucas County got the funk. East side got the funk. Chilling on the south, no, they got the funk. North side got the funk. Wait, check it. NONJ got the funk. Whoa. 33rd got the funk. Whoa. All right, I'm tripping. Let's go as we continue. We talked about Victor Durant already. Shout out Monty Features, first hour. Second hour is going to be a little bit more dicey, though. We got some things. I got items, Josh, and we had more stories. This went off while we were in the break. I got one for you. And it's kind of a shaker. I felt like we had a shaker baker before. By the way, everybody, keep in mind, we are brought to you by my good friends at the Bellamere Suites. Revisit Fun Romance. We tell you that. It is Frisco Frasco Friday time. This is when people get, fun loving with the romance. So please revisit Fun Romance, 866-499-BELLA. Make a reservation right now. You can still do it. It's Friday. Do it for tonight or tomorrow, whatever. Sunday even. Brunch and bunch. Bed, brunch and bunch. Call the Bellamere. But it's hour 2, Josh. Before we get newsy. You wanted me to break. I don't want to break it right now. It's the Mama Mary's. Are we going Mama Mary's? Or no, never mind. No, you want me to break it? I'll go to the story.
Yeah, let's.
You want me to go to the story?
Inquiring minds want to know.
Okay, fine. You put the little breaking break on. So listen, everybody, check this out. This is Adam Schefter here. Oh, wait, let me see. No, excuse me. Mark Schlabach and David Purdom, actually. But still, I believe is it still ESPN, Josh? Yes, it is. It's ESPN.com. Okay, people. So get this. Your guy, Brendan Sorsby. You guys remember him, quarterback, Texas Tech. But previously, Indiana. This is the part. This is the dicey thing. Hoosiers. And this isn't fun to be saying. But we can throw Cincinnati in here.
Mm-hmm.
We should call Russ back on this. Like, Russ, I don't know. You were too clean about Cincinnati on this. So anyway, people dig this. Sorsby, it says, placed at least 40 bets. 40 bets involving Indiana football as a quarterback for the Hoosiers. Used sportsbook accounts registered to family members and friends to wager approximately $90,000 over 4 years. And continued to gamble after transferring from Cincinnati to Texas Tech in December, according to court documents filed today. The documents filed by Sorsby's legal team in district court in Lubbock, Texas, revealed new details about how the quarterback transferred large sums of money to friends to fund his betting. Now, right about here, I could sashay around the audience with my Cassius Clayness saying, oh, wow, this is just little old Sorsby is out here moving figures, Josh. He's moving figures.
He's starting to remind me of one Art Schlichter, the former Ohio State quarterback who went to the NFL and had a gambling problem on that similar note.
Hold on, though. But I'm feeling like everybody should be more concerned with how much we keep having this be a part of the discussion. Since I'm the silly one, since what I'm saying is the nonsense and it's not logical. 877-909-1007 with your cool ass. Call it, do it, text it, whatever. Let's continue. Sorsby, D1, main guy. This man feels like he's supposed to get to continue to play stuff. He was just in a court. Sorsby has been diagnosed with a gambling and anxiety disorder and recently completed a 35-day stint in an Arizona gambling rehabilitation center, according to his attorneys. Guess he's fixed. He's ready. He's back. He's good to go.
That's what Art Schlichter also said.
Sign him up. Get him some snaps. Can he get some reps? Hurry up. Get him some reps. What's going on here? Quote, it became a habit for me to bet. Yeah, yeah, it does, my guy. Yeah, my guy, it does. Sorsby wrote in a statement to the NCAA, my betting became a compulsion which made it virtually impossible to resist the constant notifications I received from betting apps. Don't turn on the notifications in the beginning when you download it. I lost complete control of my addiction. I now realize the apps controlled me. I did not control them. Well, you should tell these people that the app was controlling your cool ass and it was controlling their damn losses because they don't believe fat meat is greasy. It's crazy. Y'all out here running around here watching these damn games and just going on about whatever else. You just sat still somewhere for 3 hours looking crazy, going through emotional and potential cardiac arrests. For what? You better bet something. We don't endorse the advent, entice, inspiration, inclusion, or coercion of suggestive join a gambling operation. We do not endorse that. And the views of Black and White Sports are not those of Cumulus Media, its partners, affiliates, or associates. But you might want to do something. So yeah, Sorsby into 40 bets that we know. You ever ask your woman, you ever catch her cheating and see, or ask her, don't forget cheating. Ask any woman, they're not going to really tell you, they never put the numbers on the table, but ask her, if she admits it to three, I have 3 people that only on her record. I would recommend you get the multiplication table out. You know, we only found 1 roach in the kitchen. That fool said 40 bets, $90K. was moving. That's always changed, Josh. That's somebody's change. That ain't no, people are quick to tell that ain't no money. That ain't no money. Yeah, that's some money. That's some money though. Take 90K from anybody and see, don't they ruin the friendship? I'm sorry, Josh. It's what it is. I'm sorry, Josh. I'm sorry. I see the look. I feel the pain coming and radiating from you.
What a waste. It's no different from drinking or doing the drugs. Gambling is a drug itself if you left it to go unchecked.
Yes, I am. Every time I'm really thinking, now I got it on speed dial. 800. It's not for the weak. Keep your cool ass out if you can, but fine. Keep on going places, sitting down for 3 hours with no result to speak of other than your attitude and your ego versus some other guy and what he thought about the wrong elements of why the game was decided that way. Do what you do. Okay. All right. So, Josh, are you looking for a good deal? Because my friends at Mama Mary's Pizza will give you 20% off any online order, folks. Oh, yes. It's very important to mention this. And it is the weekend. It's Friday. No sense thinking about cooking of dinners or any of that. Let's just be very efficient in our efforts. Now, we know what's happening too. South Toledo, we call it. And we call Mama Mary's Pizza the home of authentic New York style thin crust pizza. So by all means, log on mamamarie'spizza.com. Click menu, click deals, then $1.20. All right, everybody, make sure you do that. It is a Friday. Don't forget about the 17.76%. Also, that's off the entire menu. So they got that happening, and that's coming up here, 250th anniversary of the nation. So in conjunction with that, and certainly respect to it, Frank is going to join, and we certainly appreciate what he's doing for the public and the family at Mama Mary's is doing for you. So don't forget that. Like he did that for us. You see him right there. Everybody who can see it on the stream. Frank is rocking the tee, the logo tee. I'm wearing mine, Josh. Look at that. As you come off of Frank, like as soon as you pull Frank out the hookup, then bam.
Yep, wearing the team jersey.
It's a Friday. I'm thinking of making a uniform. I think why work harder? You know what I'm saying? You gotta work smarter. It's just, I'm not big on the outfit thing every day. I'm good to have on the same damn clothes. The key, Josh, is what you want to do. You want to scrub your parts. You want to be fresh in these areas. Number one, right? That's still the most important thing, right? Especially if you're gonna be a same day clothesman.
Right.
But then it's the underclothes, Josh, for those that actually rock underclothes, bottoms and the like. You want to make sure that's clean, Josh, every time. Because you could die. Every day you could die.
Yeah, I seem to remember
That's the thing.
Every
single day.
Say when you go outside, make sure you wear clean underpants.
Yeah. Because if your ass is funky, it's all bad. And they get you on the autopsy. Now you embarrass your whole hookup, your whole legacy and lifeline. It doesn't matter if you're the president. It don't matter if you're the resident doctor.
Yeah.
We got you dead. Your ass was funky. Oh, boy. Tell his mom. Now she's crying. Your mother's crying. She's like, all this work I put in. He's damn 68 years old. He's 79. This fool is 32 and it don't matter. You're 19. No way. You never know. Who are you? See, we go out I got funk assery. I'm going to just run down to Joseph's right quick and pop back. No. Make sure. Anything can happen. Wyclef told you. He told you anything can happen. I'm sorry, Josh. That was a vivid sidebar, wasn't it?
Yeah, if you think about it, if you're going to find yourself on a Gertie when your time is up and Dr. G is doing the postmortem, make sure that your britches and your under things aren't skittish.
Yeah, well, the thing is, well, you know what though, Josh? They say when this happens, I think everybody though, I think you do the soiling though, so it ain't gonna matter. All that for nothing. Once you actually go, I think once you actually go, it's a soiling. So how about that? After all that,
Yeah.
it's black and white sports. We just want to finish strong on a Friday. That's all it is. 877-909-1007. Hey, and today I think it will be the last day of the phone calls, the number. I mean, we'll still have the guests and things, but no more calls after this. Or texting, Josh. Why? There's no point. 2 hours and nobody wanted to hit us on that. Nobody has a pick. Everybody has an opinion on who's going to win the game tomorrow. See? I just wanted to prove the point. You thought I was lying. This was for you and a few others who thought I was lying. I wouldn't do it if I didn't know what the outcome was going to be. I knew what was going to happen. I'm the house, Josh. The house never lose. We knew what it was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Did I ask you? What you got? What you got? Did I ask you?
I still think the Spurs are still a year or two away, or at least a year away, but they've made lots of strides. But I think the Thunder will take it in Game 7.
Do you think SGA will get it? You know, he hasn't had 30 in a while. Not even really, you know, he hasn't.
Yeah, but
hasn't played very well. You think we're going to see that SGA?
Yeah, I mean, he shows up when the chips are on the line. I mean, he did so against the Lakers in Game 4 of the previous round. Got his,
that's not hard though. It's the Lakers. You know, it's not difficult to just. Nah, this is going to be a little bit difficult animal here. No pun. But let's break. It's early, hour 2. Sandman will be through here soon, and we like that. So, you know, we'll get into the Stanley Cup work. And I think we might, we're going to have some drama. Let me take that back. We'll talk about it, though. We'll come back, all right? Fast $1.20 in sports. We're late in it. Glad you guys are still here. Appreciate you, okay? Again, we get ready to take it out. 877-909-1007. Keep the phone line, or we can go ahead and get it out of here. Also, too, man, that damn Jackson Dart thing, man, Abdul Carter. Like, seriously. Fellas, this is very, very unfortunate that this has to be said today. Sit tight.
From the sidelines to the headlines, this is Black and White Sports with the one and only Andre of the Savages on 100.7 The Ticket.
Looking for a good deal? Mama Mary's Pizza will give you 20% off any online order when you use the promo code BUCK20. That's BUCK and the number 20. We know sometimes you're just too tired to make dinner. Mama Mary's Pizza makes it easy. And easy on your wallet. There's something for mom, dad, and the kids. New York style, authentic, thin crust pizza, salads, subs, pastas, and more. Get 20% off at MamaMarysPizza.com. Just click menu, then deals, then $1.20. Mama Mary's Pizza in Holland on Airport and Holloway.
and celebrate America's 250th birthday at Crooked Creek. To celebrate, we're keeping our prices the same as 2025. That's right, you'll pay the same as last year. And if you haven't been out lately, you need to. Crooked Creek continues to be one of the most improved public courses around. The greens are faster, smoother, and rolling better than ever. And it's back. The Beer Tab Open, Saturday, August 15th. A 3-club, 4-person scramble, and we supply the clubs. Persimmon driver, 7-iron, wedge, and putter. Each team gets 24 beers, and every beer you drink is a stroke off your score. $75 per player or $300 per team includes skins and prizes. 21 and over. Call now. 734-854-4909. Father's Day is coming. Give Dad the gift of golf this year. Crooked Creek Golf Course. God bless America.
Black and White Sports, weekdays from 4 to 6 on 100.7 The Ticket.
I was at an event and they were wearing Nike Dunks with their suits. What do you think of that?
It's ridiculous. The worst thing that has ever happened to menswear is sneakers with suits. It is such an oxymoron. And we see it on TV all the time. We see these, it's ridiculous. It doesn't, with all the beautiful shoes that are available, I don't like it at all. I have to tell you, I've never promoted it, and I think it's a horrible look. It looks like you left the gym and you forgot your shoes. It's a horrible look. I agree.
You're listening to Black and White Sports, where there is no gray.
As we get set to cross the bottom of the hour here shortly, we continue. It's a Friday. Finish strong, as we say. 100.7 FM. My goodness, I don't even know if I said it the entire day. Excuse me. I know it's time to wrap it up. Tripping. All right. But yes, ESPN here in the Glass City. Thank you for being with us. I am Andre of the Savages. Josh Burnham is in here alongside us. He always does it, holding this thing together. Have my man, the quarterback, will join us here momentarily. Got to talk to John Ski. Really, it's a few things. And then, of course, Sandman comes through here also in this hour. So we like that. And we'll Stanley Cup the situation. And, of course, we got to get these bets in today. I've kind of given you a couple. You already know where I'm at. We talked to Monty Features earlier. We all kind of like the Spurs. I feel like Josh kind of said it. He likes the Spurs, too, but he said OKC at the end. And guess what came out of his mouth? But I don't think he believes it. So there you are. But what are you guys doing? We're going to see the final few minutes of the phone line, 877-909-1007. Since no one wants to send us a pick, call it in, or do any of that, that's cool. We were just asking you who's going to win the game tomorrow. Figure you might have an opinion because everybody does. But, yep, with that, we roll it. And let me get my man in here. As all guests and calls brought to you by the Bellamere Suites Wake Up Call line. And that's right, boys and girls. He's John Norjeski, everybody. Calling from the road, so we got him phone line. That's fine. We can live with it. Ski, what's up, man? Good day, sir.
Hey, thanks, guys. A lot of travel. Thanks for getting me in, man. I appreciate it.
No, listen, I had to, because, it's a couple things I would rather have, you kind of chime in on. And really, I had one set up for you. And hopefully, with any luck, Andy will be along here shortly. And then we can kind of shoot that like that. But here's what came down in the meantime, really over the break a little while ago. So your guy Sorsby, man, and we're back to this thing, quarterback, Texas Tech, all of that, Indiana, Cincinnati, so on and so forth. John, we had a breaking story here that had this young man with at least on account, John, on paper, and again, on a narrative that can now be shared. 40 bets involving Indiana football as a quarterback, Ski, for the Hoosiers, using friends, families, registered accounts, or what have you in their names. $90K moved over 4 years, continued to gamble after transferring from Cincinnati to Texas Tech in December, according to these documents filed today. And this man feels like he's going to play some more ball or do something. John, help me out here. What am I missing? And why is it a discussion? And how could there be any other litigation involving this guy with a future in playing a sport for hire?
No, his future is he's never playing again, and he's the modern day Art Schlichter. That's what
Josh said. That's what Josh said.
Yeah, I mean, this is the first I'm hearing of that, and it doesn't surprise me. This has very icky Pete Rose-ish, of course, Schlichter vibes. He may be in an Indiana penitentiary at some point. You just never know. This is, as a quarterback, I mean, it's just like everything else. You have the ball the most. In football, you control a lot, and man, that's just a real smelly, stinky situation, isn't it?
Yeah, man, that's why I said. I mean, it just really kind of came down. ESPN.com. Feel free, man, when you get a chance, when you jump out of here, go back and kind of take it to the lab. Talking to John Nowajeski, everybody, the quarterback's around here in a very appropriate moment for him to sort of intercede on the program today because, like I said, we have the story. It was breaking just a little while ago here, really about 4:30 Eastern. And, Sorsby, man, placed at least 40 bets involving, like I said, as a quarterback. Again, I had Russ on to talk about maybe the Cincinnati angle on things and to kind of even roll back and think about it. I almost got to call him again because Russ, he played it relatively clean with regard to how Cincinnati was portraying things, especially administratively. And now we keep finding out that's not the case. And there is a very, very detrimental chain here that I feel like maybe not is not done here with this.
No, it's not done. It's not going to be done. And the biggest question now that I have just listening to you report this would be, yes, we know he placed the bets through a bunch of different family members, but who else benefited is going to be the next step, I would think, in this investigation. I mean, obviously him, obviously his family, but were there some people at the university level? I mean, you can't spin back the clock, but you can definitely. This is going to be major ripple effect in college sports moving forward. Who benefited from this? University employees, university people. Who knows?
Right, because you're talking about information. See, this is information. This is what we talk about, everybody, how this all works.
Box, Fab. This is literally Pandora's box for college football and college betting, and it just gives the people that are trying to get rid of prop bets even more ammunition, I believe.
Talking to John Nowajeski here, our resident quarterback. Let's get Andy Sanzada in on this situation, man. All guests and calls brought to you by the Bellamere Suites Wake Up Call Line. Sam, man, what's going on, man? I know you're sort of hearing the flavor around here, and I had a story break. It was probably about an hour or so. We're less than that, actually. And we got Sorsby. We got follow-up on Brendan Sorsby here, and you got now we on record here with at least 40 bets, Andy, involving Indiana football as a quarterback, sir. Okay? And, and we were just talking to John and registered family members, friends, and so forth, peripherally involved, and accounts in their names. Over 90K is moved over a 4-year window, and we got this going on, documents filed today, sir. And so when, for me, I've been kind of here touting the idea of what I often do, and this is how the inner workings are, the boogeyman that we can't really find who is the whoever, but this is the whatever. And here it is, and it's really in the people's face now. And as John was the ripple now, the reverb here is massive.
Well, for me, it ruins college football. I mean, we kind of knew gambling and inside trading or whatever you want to call it took place at the professional level. But now that it's happening at this level, like that was the one thing we had that we could hold on to, right? And now that you have a report like this, first of all, he was trash at Indiana, so he must have done that on purpose.
There you go.
Because he's not a bad quarterback, but he was complete garbage at Indiana, and now we know why. It's just really disheartening as a college football fan. I hope they lay the hammer down on him. I hope he ends up in jail. I hope he has to pay back whatever he made, whatever the consequences are. He deserves to suffer them because this just isn't right on so many different levels, ethically speaking, morally speaking. You know, as an athlete, you know, it's someone that always wanted to play football and never got the chance because I was, you know, so small when I was younger. You know, these guys that have these opportunities and just take advantage of them like this, you just want to kind of punch them in the face. I mean, that's really how I feel.
Let me ask you this, John, because here's two schools of thought. On one hand, okay, as Andy is kind of saying here, the people that are affected, like, what do you say on one hand if you were a teammate of this guy, like he said, because this guy is playing like a bum, you know, clearly in right. Selective situations, right? So let's imagine you on the team with this guy, man, and you know, and you're thinking maybe about some of that, you know, and again, and also in the second part of that, and what do we say to the person who did not want to accept what Andy just stated there, which is, in essence, this is what is happening. Period. I don't care if it's this is just the model we're talking about at the moment, but this, whatever this is that people don't want to accept, this is now in your face, and there's none of us around that can say now that, you know, it's a hocus pocus campaign. But I'm sorry, man, long two-ended question right
now. No, well, here's what sucks is being, as one that has been a part of many locker rooms, I can almost guarantee you that there were guys in that locker room that were looking at him side-eyed back then. Like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
This, you know, I mean, they know what kind of player he was and was not. And when he was executing, however, or he wasn't executing, I'm sure there were guys that were questioning it but had no proof back in the day. Now it's like, oh my God. I mean, they can look back at that locker room and say, we knew it. This just validates kind of what they probably felt in their heart years ago. I have no doubt of that, because there's been, not that I've experienced guys doing that, but you question guys that are playing poorly that you know should be playing better, and you're like, what the hell's going on? Snap out of it, and they usually do.
Yeah.
So that's case number one as far as your question about players in that locker room and how they feel. I think it just validates kind of, unfortunately, probably what many of them already knew. Secondly, I agree with Andy. It's, you know, we look at college sports and we look at sports in general as especially as we get older, as a reflection of good times. And, you know, it takes us back to good memories of growing up and whatnot, playing catch in the yard with your, you know, very nostalgic type stuff. And when stuff like this happens, man, it really does put a black eye on the sport and everything involved. And like I said, Sav, I truly believe you're beginning to see the end, and you're going to start to hear even louder voices of getting rid of prop bets and things of that nature, because that's really the biggest thing they can't control right now.
Talking to the fellas, here's Black and White Sports on this Friday, 100.7 FM. It's ESPN in the Glass City. So thank you guys for tuning in to it. We always appreciate it. We just have a way of not acting like it. I'm talking to John Nowajeski here. He's on the phone line. Andy Sanzada is here on the remote with us. He's live in Cleveland, and we appreciate them both. Josh Burnham here holding this thing together. So let me transition real fast, guys, because I was waiting for both of you to be here for this. And let me come back to the Jackson Dart thing now. And because they spoke today, and I guess this is what pulled me in, hearing from him, hearing from Abdul Carter in succession, it really kind of made it resonate with me in a way that I'm not sure we're hearing when we hear whatever the commentary was, because it was Andy who kind of said, hey, Sav, you didn't hear this and didn't see what was going on with it. And I was like, I heard like a mention, but I just let it roll off my shoulders. And I did not know that I had a very, very over-the-top, unnecessary moment once again. But let me share with both of you guys real quick what the guys had to say today. It's a little lengthy here because I'm going to let it play in its entirety. Dart a little longer than Carter, but we're going to talk about this and dissect this. But this is earlier today from Giant Camp on Jackson Dart, President Trump, appearances, announcements, and feelings in locker rooms, so on and so forth.
I can honestly say that I love every single one of my brothers, my teammates on this team, regardless of politics, regardless of religious beliefs, regardless of anything that may be different between us. Like, I love them, and they know exactly what kind of person that I am, who comes into the facility every day, and who lays, I lay my body on the line for my guys each and every week. And it's from the connections that we build, the love that we have for each other. I've been somebody who's always respected, the different perspectives that people may have, the backgrounds that they come from. I understand that, we have such a cool opportunity as people, to be in a locker room where it's a melting pot of people from everywhere, and we get to be together. I think that the connections that we build are special because, we're able to have vulnerable conversations. We're able to learn from each other, to support each other, irrespective of the color of our skin. And, we have a real brotherhood. We've had a lot of honest conversations with each other as a team. And I like to keep those things private between me and my teammates. And just everything that's been said. But, I love these guys, and going forward, I can't wait for what more we have to grow, the culture of this team, our brotherhood. And obviously we understand the biggest goal is to be the best team that we can be, to put ourselves in the best position to succeed, to chase a championship, to be the best players for Coach Harbs and all the coaches here. And, that's our focus going forward each and every day. And can't wait to continue to do that.
It kills me that we're at a place where, because it almost just eroded my entire being listening to him do that and grovel this way about this. Now here's Carter too, and it's funny. Now listen to Carter and what happens. What dawns on me, I think Carter realizes the absurdity of his goofy ass in this position here and what has been caused while he's talking. Here's Carter in follow-up.
Yeah, I'm just going to address this one time because we all want to move past this and get over this like everybody do. So first off, I want to say that some things are bigger than football, and this is one of those things. Jackson is one of our leaders. He's the face of our franchise. He not only represents himself and what he does, but he represents all of us. And that goes for anybody who wears a Giants uniform. But if he chooses to align himself with a man like President Trump, it's my responsibility based on what I believe and what I stand on to not only show my teammates that I'm against that, but to show the world. And that doesn't mean that we have to spread hate. It doesn't mean that me and Jackson hate each other or we have beef. I sit next to Jackson every day, every team meeting, we close, we talk. We just, as long as we make sure we got the same goal as a team and our goals align, which they do, and I feel like that's all that matters. So I just want to move past this, and yeah, that's it.
Yeah, of course you want to move past it because this whole thing is asking. First things first. One thing I want to get said first above it all, because I'm going to let the fellas go ahead and rock with this one, okay? But whether it's this kind of man or this or that and all this other President Trumpness, man, I'm cool on it because we went through whatever process we've been going through, fickle, fackle, cool, not cool, shady, reliable, fixed, rigged, whatever. The process has been going on since we out here with 1776 discount off and Mama Mary's because we celebrating 250 years of the whole situation. Since then, we've been voting. They go through the thing. We hit the Novembers. We go through it. They get the inauguration off. You ain't like the dude, whatever. But we doing. I'm tired of hearing, oh, it's a bad man and all. And there is some stuff that's not great that I wish the country wasn't associated with and so on and so forth. But it's also stuff too. Everybody's still here taking advantage of chilling. And everybody keeps claiming they like it and it's free and you love it, best place on planet and all of this. Well, the bottom line is that man, Mr. Trump, President Trump, is running the thing. So whatever it is, it's still that. And guess what? You're right, Abdul Carter. It didn't belong. in a conversation. Now, what you've done is shaking your young core. There's no game that could have been played. John, I'm going to let you have it because I know you on the phone. I don't know how long we got you, so I'm going to let you take off with it. But the fact that we got our young quarterback, if anything will hurt his confidence, is making him stand up in front of the world and grovel for his damn respect. Now he's trying to make claims on who he is as a young kid. He is a kid. And at least he had the honor at 20-something too to respect the office of the president, to want to do it. I don't care who like who. And this is not me saying I like this or that. But I'm sick of this thing where everybody's so mad about who is in the White House, but nobody ever wanted to do nothing about it and get out to these polls and get busy. I'm sorry, Ski, but go ahead, man. Oh, did he go? Is he out of there? I'm sorry, man.
He's out.
But yeah, Andy, you can have it. But like I said, I'm just frustrated with the thing that we have it. That we have. What is this about now?
Man,
come on, man.
Listen, when did sports and politics become so intertwined? Because it never was like this growing up. We never heard about any of this. Missing the White House, I don't want to go, even though I won a championship and all that stuff. No, it was an honor to go to the White House when you were asked to go to the White House.
You won the championship. Doug Williams was there throwing passes to Reagan and Ricky Sanders. And what is they talking about?
Lawrence Taylor, I will reiterate this as I said it yesterday, is Abdul Carter's idol. Lawrence Taylor asphyxiated himself with President Trump. And Abdul Carter didn't say one damn word about that. So why does he have to say it? Okay. Why does he have to say it about his quarterback? You know why? Because his quarterback's white. That's why. That's why he's saying
in here. Because our quarterback is white too. Damn it! Let me get him on here. Ski, my bad.
Guys,
Ski. Go ahead, Ski.
Andy, no, I lost you there for a second, guys. I lost you. Listen, guys. Andy, I agree with you 100%. I kind of heard what you said about LT, all that stuff. Why do politics have to get involved with sports? The biggest question is this. When did it become taboo or wrong to disagree with people but still agree? At the end of the day, like being a part of a team or being a part of a work, you're not going to be friends with everybody. You're not going to align with anyone's thoughts. It's not how the world works. Right. And the fact that we keep demonizing people for thinking differently and believing in different things, and if you don't believe me or believe in what I think, you're the bad guy, is really the problem here. And that's what people aren't saying loud enough. Listen, I love all you guys, but I'm sure there's something in all of our past or all of our lives that we don't agree with. Does that mean I don't like you? Does that mean I demonize you? No.
No, John, we know you as a fan. You're a doggone, you're these cops. You want to take us down. I know this about you.
Listen,
I don't hate you.
With Kevin Hart. Listen, I'm rolling with Kevin Hart, okay?
We know.
So,
we know. We know. And he knows.
But listen,
we know and he knows.
Listen. That's tongue in cheek. But here's the deal, guys. Here's what's funny. I'm more Dave Chappelle, I think, or Eddie Murphy. But nonetheless, listen, the Giants win the division because of this. They win the division. Watch that happening. More people are going to unite, Sav.
You think it pulls them together? You think it pulls them together?
Yeah, I think it pulls them together more than it tears them apart. I think this makes Jackson Dart even more of a leader, and it makes him more of a polarizing figure, especially in New York City. I think this could be the best thing that ever happened to this team. Watch they win the division, guys.
But Ski, why did he have to grovel like that? Like that's the thing I have an issue with.
Well, hold on. Matter of fact, hold on, John. Hold on, John. Don't answer that because Josh wants us to break. Let me break real quick. We're going to come back and finish this, man. It's on fire right now. Ski is here on the phone. Andy's here on the remote, man. We're going to come right back. Black and white, man. One final time.
Sports, raw, recalibrated, unfiltered. You're listening to Black and White Sports with Andre of the Savages.
We're living in a time when people need to be smart with their money, which means making the right choice, especially with your driveway or parking lot. If it needs repairs, get a second opinion, unless you've already talked to Genite. If you have, you're on your way to a smooth, brand new surface installed by the paving pros of Northwest Ohio. For over 60 years, Genite has been the trusted leader in paving and sealing. Choose Genite, and you've made the right choice. Call 419-531-1791. The Genite Company, the paving pros.
out. When you renew your AmeriHealth Caritas Ohio benefits on time, you keep more than just your health care. You keep your extra perks too. That means doctor visits, dental, vision, plus extra benefits like school supply funds, baby essentials, rewards for health trivia games, and more. Don't risk losing the coverage and extras your family counts on. Visit AmeriHealthCaritasoh.com/renew today. That's AmeriHealthCaritasoh.com/renew.
Hey folks, it's game day and the betting's gonna be intense, Drew.
You said it, Dave, but a good pregame routine keeps betting responsible.
That's right, you gotta pause before you play.
Good call. Sports betting is hot, but it can be risky.
And pausing to set limits is an all-star move.
That's right, Dave. If you bet on sports, pause before you play to set limits, recognize the risk, and know when to stop.
Learn more at pausebeforeyouplay.org.
This is Black and White Sports on 100.7 The Ticket.
Oh, man, as we get back in here one final time, man, we had it was on fire a moment ago. Quarterback John Nowajewski is here. Andy Sanzada is here, as always, here late in the second hour. Got to get out of here in sort of rapid fire mode, too, but we'll come back to this before we roll out. Jackson Dart, Abdul Carter. We heard it again. People upset. Jackson Dart in a situation that can be, I imagine, associated with complete support of the president or whatever, however you want to absorb that. And if you're somebody who wants to dislike it for that exact reason, then you can do that. But like John was saying, I think it's very important in here because I think he really just touched on the core of the matter. And just when it's a disagreement, the person disagreeing with you is always the bad guy, and the framework always revolves around somehow persecuting and, again, a projection over there. There's never an internal evaluation, a transcription to something meditative internally. No, none of us wants to do, we're not on that. And anybody that we see that's on that, that's the person that you call the loon in today's world. And he just said, man, why is it, whatever it is, Abdul Carter, for one, we really just don't need it. I don't know why it keeps on mattering. And I just wish the people would just simply all deal with the ideology that just says right, wrong, or indifferent. At this point, why keep on with the I hate the administration when, again, no one's going to do anything substantive to rewrite or change the course of anything. Everybody continues their lives with all this disdain that we all have about all these things. It doesn't stop any of how we proceed on a regular, and we're not going to miss none of these games that we need to get in here and finish talking about, fellas. But if anybody wanted a final comment, Andy, John, take a second real quick because we got to get out of here. Man, I don't want to waste time on this foolishness.
I just want Ski to answer the question as a former football player. Why did he have to grovel to his teammates? Why couldn't he just be who he wants to be and let that be the standard?
Real quick, I think the easy answer to that is he's a young man, Andy, just trying to learn how to be a leader. And he didn't need to grovel. He didn't need to do that. But unfortunately, when you're young and you're a leader, speaking from example or from experience, is that you try to make everybody happy. When you're a young person and you're put in a leadership position, you think the best way of doing that is to make everybody happy. And that's he's upset some players on his team, and he felt that that's the best way to go about it. He'll learn that he doesn't need to do that. And that's just how it came off. It's unfortunate. But the hypocrisy, Sav, to lead on what you were just saying, is enormous in the sport. It's enormous in people's lives. Why can't we just agree to disagree when it comes to certain things, and it's not an indictment on the person's heart and how they feel? Yeah. Everyone's allowed to have their own opinion. I mean, we've all heard, let's agree to disagree, right? Mm-hmm. But it doesn't indict you. Just because I disagree with you on a topic does not indict you as a human being or overall who you are as what's in your heart. And that's what sucks. And that's the part that people are missing and is getting so loud. There's so many loud people out there talking right now. And I just wish we could get back to that. But real quick, let me spin it to basketball. I guarantee, Sav, put it on record, OKC wins the whole thing. OKC, I guarantee they win it.
Man, Ski, I
over
might
San Antonio.
not be against it the more I'm sitting there thinking, but let me say this part, and just to kind of add and piggyback and close the damn thing. Really, it should be about, at the end of the day, what will you stand up for? Because sometimes it is okay to disagree, and in that disagreement, take a stance because a reveal has taken place on a character. So sometimes we may have to be more willing to even maybe change directions on things when they are in an atrocious sort of vindictive pattern, maybe of you know what I'm saying, sort of dismemberment of others and things like that. But we're not, and I know you're not saying that, John, at all. And I know you're just talking about at a core level. Why can't we just doggone have some congruency on when we don't see eye to damn eye? It's the craziest thing. But listen, man, before we got out of here, I know we got to roll quick. Andy, what we doing tonight, man, with it? Ski, thank you, too, for the basketball work, because I was going to ask you tomorrow, what are we doing? And I'm looking at you now and Hightower saying that it looks like he's got NBA gear getting made at the NBA store with OKC and the Knicks, so could be that. But, Andy, what about this tonight? Montreal, man, on the way home, fishing, or is it, again, Carolina, we continue, they just starting to cook up, man, for their Stanley Cup conclusion?
I just think Carolina's not going to let this opportunity slip away. This is the best opportunity they've had since 2006 when they won the Stanley Cup to get to the Stanley Cup final. They know if they give any life whatsoever to Montreal that they're in trouble in Game 6, which potentially leads to a Game 7. So I think they win. I think they win big tonight. I think they win by at least 2 goals, 4-2, 5-3, whatever you want to call it. I just think the rookie Dobish is running to a wall here for Montreal.
There you go. All right, let me get these picks out of here. John Norjeski, I appreciate you, man, coming in on impromptu duty. Andy Sanzada, always a hell of a job, sir, man, all week long. Thank you. Josh Burnham, of course, as always, it goes without saying, man, it can't happen without your genius, brother. Okay, everybody, listen, enjoy your weekend, and I'm out of here on this. I'm going with Andy. We're going Carolina, money line, MLB, real quick on you, 4 of them. White Sox, Phillies, Guardians, and the Reds, but I say Reds run line because it should be a money line, but I can't trust the Reds. It's tricky, and I think they playing in Atlanta. So, I mean, Atlanta's playing in Cincinnati. I didn't say because Josh will try to correct it. Nonetheless, ladies tonight, Minnesota, New York, Washington are your favorites. Go against all of them. Take the underdogs on all of them, but just take the points. Don't do the money lines. Too crazy with the W. All right, and then Saturday, like I said, I told you, San Antonio, take the 3.5 for safety, but I'm going money line on it and take an under. 212.5. All right. Be kind, be respectful, be nice. Never cheat on your wife. Enjoy your damn weekend, but handle this business today. Enjoy your weekend. Monday. We'll see you.
Where we're at now, it can't be what is the end going to look like. It has to be we have to take care of business today and then tomorrow.
There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
His store and more, the man super